Today is the 24th of August 2020.
And it's Bam Bam's birthday.
She's 4 years old today, apparently. We thought we'd make this special episode and answer a few of the common questions that we get about Bam Bam living aboard the sailboat with us.
Here we go.
The first thing that people always ask us when they find out that there's a dog on board is, where does she go to the toilet and how did we get her to do that? So what we did was, the first time we went out on anchor, we bought a plastic tray with a little bit of fake grass on top, and we put that in the cockpit. And every time she went onto it, we really rewarded her, gave her lots of encouragement. But it didn't really work. Come on, Bam Bam. Wee wees.
Wee wees, yeah. Sharp.
Wee wees, Bam Bam. Come on, do it for the camera. She just thinks that's a nice soft seat for her fluffy arse to sit on. She basically just refused to do it. She just thought that the grass mat was a nice comfy place for her arse to go. So we thought, well, she always likes it when you put her collar on and get her lead out and take her somewhere. She starts to feel the motions. So we moved her grass toilet up to the front of the boat. And that was partially successful.
Right next to a bloomin' toilet. Brilliant.
So we'd be in the cockpit, you put a collar on and get her lead ready, and she'd get all excited, and then we take her up to the front of the boat. But she peed, which was fantastic, just not on the toilet. So, and we tried everything to get it to go on the toilet, but she just wouldn't. So in the end, we just got rid of the toilet altogether. And when she pees on the front, you just wash it off with a bucket of salt water. Job done. She's really good. And there's no staining of the gel coat or anything like that. It's absolutely brilliant. She's superb. And when we're on anchor and we've got Elvis out, she gets the special treat at least once a day of going to shore. And she just jumps in the dinghy, we take her to the shore, she jumps out, does her business, and we go back to the boat. So she's well happy with that. She really enjoys that because she has a little run around as well while she's there.
Go on. Go on.
I'm off.
She's getting a bit far for my liking. Oh, she's on her way back. Come on!
Oh, she likes that.
Come on!
And obviously, when we're in marinas, which we are most of the time these days, it's just like living in an apartment for any dog. You know, we take her out 3 times a day and she just does her business just like any other dog would.
She is doing the poo dance.
More bags.
Yes, you do.
Her toilet needs are successfully catered for.
Something else to keep in mind when you're bringing a dog onto a boat is the safety of the dog, and obviously that's a major concern for us. When we're sailing, she's clipped on. When it's rough seas, she's got a life jacket on as well. We've introduced netting around the side, so if we are able to get Bam Bam up to the front of the boat to do her business, there's no chance of her slipping off the side. Living on a boat, obviously you are constantly surrounded by water. And so she got some swimming lessons. So now we're a lot more confident that if for any reason she did fall in the water, she can swim and keep herself afloat until we can get hold of her again. We specifically bought her a new harness, the new orange, beautiful, pretty harness.
Oh, I like your new harness, Bam Bam. That's nice. Check you out, girl.
Because of the handle on the top, which is also another safety aspect, if she's running around the boat and she even in the marina and accidentally slips in, that we could fish her out and grab her and make sure she's back on the boat as soon as possible. So lucky for us, we get to sail at the moment in some pretty nice weather, sunshine most days. Wonderful, but maybe not always for a dog. In Portugal it was high temperatures, in the Canary Islands it's high temperatures, and they can get too much for Bam Bam. So what we did was we went to a pet shop and they sell things which are called cool mats.
This is Bam Bam's cool mat. It's gel filled, you don't need to stick it in a fridge or anything, it just, when she lies on it, it cools her down a bit. It's hot, isn't it, Bam Bam? Isn't it hot? It's hot, isn't it? Oh.
The other thing that she really doesn't like, but it's when she's being a bit of an idiot, staying in the sun too long, is we just get the shower on her, hose her down. It's some fun, she goes a bit batty. Have you cooled down a little bit now? She wouldn't get out of the sun, so
She's dousing.
she had a shower. So should cool her down a little bit until we get back. So that's really the major safety aspects that we have on board Ollie. Not even including the fact that when we bought the boat, we bought it because the companionway is so much less steep than a lot of other boats out there. So it means that Bam Bam can come and go as she pleases, and she does.
Hi! Look at that Bumble go!
Something else that dogs need a lot of is exercise. Now, when we're on anchor, we take her to the shore in the dinghy, so she gets to run around and get all her energy out that way.
Yeah, and she loves the dinghy.
She does love the dinghy.
Where are you going?
Where do you think you're going? But the rest of the time, we are obviously in marinas, so we think she gets more exercise than most dogs because we're with her all the time and we take her out 3 times a day where she gets to run around and just be a crazy dog.
And she does like to be a crazy dog.
Yeah. Do you want to go out? Come on then. Come here, crazy. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, alright. Another question people ask us is how do we keep her entertained in such a small space? Well, she's got a load of toys which she loves playing with. Monkey, Bally,
Zachary, Birdie,
Maloney,
Twatty.
Fez. All your toys, Bam Bam.
Get him, Bam Bam!
We obviously spend a lot of time playing with her and entertaining her. And one of her favourite things is just to sit on the transom of the boat and look out, people watch. shout at other dogs. She obviously has full run of the boat while we're here. And obviously when we're in marinas, we take her out 3 times a day, so she's adequately entertained. You know, it's not a problem. She's definitely not bored on this boat. When it comes to sailing in Bam Bam, people generally have 3 questions. The first is, does she get seasick? Well, she doesn't get seasick. She's a ledge. Yeah, brilliant. She's never thrown up on this boat, which is more than I can say for the 2 of us.
The second thing is, what does she do whilst we sail? Well, she sleeps.
Even the dog is relaxed.
Yeah, she's fast asleep, cuddling a coat ball. Good morning, Bam Bam. Too early, Mama. The majority of the time, she curls up in a little blanket and she sleeps. Or, if we're close to land, she really enjoys standing on the side and just looking out and seeing what she can see.
And the third thing people ask is, how does she cope with the sailing? She's a star.
A star from my star. Good girl.
Good little legend.
So we hope we've answered some of your questions. If you have any more, please leave them in the comments below.
Sniff, sniff. That's a little bit.
Oh, Lammy.
Get that high.
But for now, we're celebrating with Bam Bam. So,
Happy birthday, Bam Bam.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like and subscribe.
Happy birthday.
Help us make more videos like this by joining our Patreon family.
Happy birthday, dear Bam Bam. Happy birthday to